On the 1st of June 1937, Oldsmobile unveiled the first automatic transmission available to the public, set to debut in the 1938 Oldsmobile 8. Advertised as the automatic safety transmission, it was heralded as the most significant innovation in driving ease and performance in 20 years. Demonstrations were available and offered at dealerships across the United States. Miss Amelia Heheart, accompanied by navigator Fred Noonan, departed Miami in her Lockheed Model 10 Electra, beginning her attempt to become the first woman to fly around the world. They took off at 5:55 a.m., arriving in San Juan, Puerto Rico, a day later. This would be Heheart's final time departing from U.S. soil. Bill Dietrich of the Chicago White Sox pitched an 8-0 no-hitter against the St. Louis Browns. This was the only no-hitter of the 1937 Major League Baseball season. It was also the first no-hitter in the majors since August 31st, 1935, making it a standout moment in the season. Over in Italy, the Minister of Culture, Dino Alfieri, in fact, the Italian Minister of Popular Culture, issued a decree requiring all foreign words and names to be Italianized, part of the regime's nationalist and cultural purification campaign. For example, Louis Armstrong would now be referred to as Luigi Fortebraccio. Very beautiful. This was emblematic of fascist Italy's effort to assert linguistic and cultural uniformity. Wow. Lovely ChatGPT sentence at the end there. The average temperature in Berlin, guys, let me go to the next page, was 15.8 degrees Celsius, and today is the first of the month, and some of you know what that means, some of you don't, but it's time for the State of the Nation. So we're going to look at the entire nation, everything about it, and see where we're at, really. So we'll start here with the focus. We're currently working on Legion Condor to be able to send more volunteers to Spain, and before long also to China, Japan. We have to make a decision, by the way, soon about which of those two we're going to support. We could befriend Japan or we could befriend China. I don't know. It's up to you guys, really. You can vote or just give your 2 cents on the topic. I don't really mind either way. So yeah, after we do Legion Condor, we will probably go ahead and reorganize the Wehrmacht in preparation for doing Anschluss as soon as possible. Currently, we do not have a large enough army to do Anschluss, but apparently later on the requirement for Anschluss will be significantly reduced. So that's good, I guess. Decisions, not much to look at here. We have already done all the decisions that affect the MIFO bill. So we're currently still at minus 11% consumer goods factor, but that's going to change over time. And it's going to get worse and worse. Intelligence, we have one spy in Republican Spain and one spy in France. In 5 days from now, we will be able to recruit a third one, who we will probably also send to France or maybe to Poland. I have heard it's a good idea to have 2 spies in the same country, though, so probably France. Yeah, that's it. We're not going to do any more investments into the spy stuff for a hot minute here. Maybe later in the year I'll do cryptology a little bit. That could be nice, but that's about the only thing I still want. Then international market, nothing interesting. Trade, well, we're importing a little bit of some things. We're not importing any oil, actually. I wanted to import some oil from, I think, Venezuela. Yeah, Venezuela might be a good one because they're also fascist, right? Yup. So when I do import some oil, I'm gonna import as much as possible from Venezuela. But right now, we still have 80 days left. It's fine. Fine. International market, we already looked at. Construction, we are currently still building civs, but we're starting to sprinkle in some mills. After this last mill here, I will just be doing more civs and some experimental facilities as well. But I wanted to build like 5 mills at least, so we can go up to, what was it? Yeah, 40 military factories. I think that would be really nice. And then production, well, we have all of this stuff going on. We have our nice improved light tank. We have a lot of trucks. We have some extra towed anti-air, which we are using for armor piercing reasons. A little bit of artillery. We fucked up the production of the close air support at some point, so the efficiency is very low still. That's a bit annoying, but also fine. We're starting to build some armored support vehicles here. We're gonna be using those later on. And civilian trains, of course, important to keep an eye on. We have a bunch of units training. We recently spawned like 12 divisions, so that's good. We don't have any guns for more divisions right now, but we are working on that. Then Officer Corps, we don't really have an Officer Corps yet, besides Ludwig Beck here, giving us some Army XP, and yeah, that's about it. As for the field, we are active in Spain, of course, with 3 divisions, 2 infantry divisions and a panzer division, currently working on taking this little unit out. And then we still have 2 units over in Ethiopia, because apparently on this update the war never ends, so your volunteers never get sent home. We have the Löwen of Abyssinia that we named back in the day, and random Gebirgsbrigade that was turned into infantry. One day they will join the fight again. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I think I've looked at, except maybe research. We are working on Dispersed Industry 2, Computing Machine Maintenance Company, Logistics Company, and Basic Medium Tank Chassis. We're doing a bit ahead of time so that we can start working on those nice and early. Yeah, the first time we're going to think about technology again is probably the 1st of next month, and we still will not have finished any of these technologies. Oh well. That's about it, I think. From now on, every single day, I want to start naming divisions. So every day I'm going to name one division. I'm probably going to start with the other one in Ethiopia. The Gebirgsbrigade needs a new name. We already have the Löwen of Abyssinia. So I'd like you guys to participate in that, of course, in the comments. So if you get an idea for a nice name for a German division, then yeah, throw them in the comments. Spam all you want, because we're going to be naming one every single day, hopefully, unless there are days with no suggestions. Anyway, that all being said, I think it's time to roll the time and see if we can kill this unit here, or force it to retreat at least. I think it should be fine. I think it's like a 6 against 1. This point, yep. So that should be very quick, even though he is in mountains. Should be, I said. Yeah, he's losing like almost half an organization per hour or something. Yep, that's not looking very good for him. Looking very good at all. Nope, nope, nope. So hopefully for too long we can send volunteers to China as well to help one of the 2 sides. That way we can get some more experience. It will be very nice. And also, a few days ago I said I would pre-record until like the 6th of June. Yeah, no longer pre-recording. This isn't recorded on the day itself. Just so you know, I can, in fact, respond to things quickly again. Anyway, that's enough banter for one day, I think. I do think we forced out this other unit. He is not yet retreating, actually. He's still holding out with 1.7 organization left. So tomorrow, that's definitely over. All right, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.